Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for joining. We are about to be tapping into a general collective. Okay. I do want to start off by saying thank you for clicking on my video. Thank you for watching. Okay. All I ask is that you guys like the video as you come in. Take what resonates and leave what does not. I do offer readings. If you guys would like to book same day readings, please be sure to use the link in the description of this video as well as over in my bio. Okay, I'm not going to waste any time. I'm going to hop right into what it is that you guys need to know today. Whenever you see this video, okay, it could be the day that it's recorded, it can be 5 years from now. Whenever you see this video, this is what you need to know. Let's see. Wow, that came out so quickly. It says follow instructions, instigate, and faith. Instigation and faith. Okay, this is divine signs, divine guidance at this time. Self awareness is of significance as well. Being mindful of the things that you have manifested, okay, making sure that you are keeping track, dedicating time, effort, and energy into those manifestations so that you can see when new things or new doors or new opportunities are presenting themselves for you to take action toward said manifestations. We have disappear here. It says decline, die, wither, and be forgotten. Something about these signs not being here, forever, or something about having to take note or take heed of the sign while it's available, while the door is open. I'm really picking up on self awareness at this time, understanding that the possibility for your manifestations are seeming to be right in the palm of your hands, or I'm picking up on like a map and X marks the spot or something of that nature. The math is the map. huh, The map is being revealed, and it's imperative that you follow the signs. Okay, you go where you are being intuitively guided to go, because something about the it disappearing or the opportunity or window disappearing, I'm picking up on like disappearing ink or something of that nature. Limit. mm. Boundary, speeding, explosion. Tisk collective. Okay, what else do we have here still? There's something about precision, doing something precisely, okay, following, of course, these instructions of picking up on like a recipe or something of that nature, you know, having to, oh gosh. This is like not allowing yourself to fall behind, taking each step as it's given to you. We have countryside here. Um, Accumulation, irrigation, harvesting, and rents. But this is here in reverse. I'm picking up on where your attention goes will grow. And this being in reverse here with follow, it's like some of you guys could be being guided to like follow, like pour your attention into something else outside of what you have already been doing. Okay, taking time away from whatever you are already pouring into to go where you are being led, go where you are being guided. Okay, and this is something about doing it just when you get the download or just when you get the instruction to do so. This is like not putting it on the back burner, and forgetting about it, and then trying to hurry up and fix it later. Something about, like, I'm picking up on a roux. Like, when you're mixing that roux, you can't forget about it. You have to consistently, you know, you gotta tend and mend to that. Okay, so you might as well, whatever else you are doing, those things are gonna have to be put on the back burner in order for you to, you know, step into these things that you are manifesting into your life. It seems as if the base of it, the heart of it, is stewing and brewing right now, and it's going to take dedicated time, effort, and energy for you to do it, which means you're probably going to have to take some time away from whatever you're currently investing in. This is a lot of cards, but only one came out. We have comply here. It says rules, laws, and unwritten laws. This is out here in reverse. Unlearning the system that you are currently in, I guess you could say. Unlearning and relearning or rewriting. Okay. This is as you step into a new level or a new space and place, the rules that applied in your previous one don't apply here. You know, there's something about completely a whole reset, a whole new reset, an upgrade in some way, shape, or form. I'm hearing new levels, new devils. Okay, so what worked before is not going to work in this new timeline. And I feel like what worked before isn't even working for you anymore. So with that being said, have the courage to, explore in some way, shape, or form. Have the courage to, I'm picking up on a group of people, dedicating time, effort, and energy into this. And then you have that one person that decides to branch off. And usually it's like, no, stay with the group. But you're meant to branch off and find something different, do something different. It says treatment, healing, comfort, surgery, and repair. Okay, something about the journey that you are going on. Maybe you were already wanting more, manifesting more consciously or subconsciously, but the opportunity for you to explore that is coming. It's something about being ready for it, being ready to follow the signs, not questioning it, not putting it on the back burner, but like really tending to the root. I keep picking up, like, somebody could be making gumbo, or could have just ate gumbo, or I'm picking up like a roux. Surprise. Surprise. Unexpected, another way beyond imagination, consciously or subconsciously here. Okay, determination is here in reverse. It says go all out, struggle desperately, belief and victory. We have this here in reverse. So someone was subconsciously manifesting, okay, and those manifestations are now here. They're now here for you to do something with it. Okay, so right now you could be frozen in shock, or you could jump into position here. Start learning, start soaking, become a sponge immediately, and soak up all the information and knowledge that you need to proceed. Right now is not the time to get cold feet. Right now is not the time to cower away and disappear. Okay, if you are going to disappear away from the old cycles that no longer serve you and step into something new, okay, it says solo. Okay, it says core figure, action leader, and lone hero, but this is here in reverse. Those of you that are used to traveling as a pack, this next chapter of your life is going to cause for you to step into a new space and place. Okay, you might find a whole new soul family as you get into this chapter of your life, but you'll never know that a part of this journey you are supposed to walk alone as you transition through. Okay, not everybody's or everything is supposed to transition with you or transform with you. Okay, this is like you have your caterpillar friends and then you branch off and turn into a butterfly. Now, everybody is supposed to, but not everybody do. But you're supposed to branch off and turn into a butterfly and then get butterfly friends. You understand what I'm saying? But there's something about transforming and evolving here. You see the butterflies around this, allowing that process to happen in a natural way, because it's here, it's time. I'm picking up, somebody that didn't even I feel like someone was really subconsciously manifesting here. And your manifesting abilities are far more potent than what you give yourself credit It's self-awareness. Someone is going to have to start tapping into what they really want in their life and understand that it doesn't have to be a surprise, or it doesn't have to be a miracle, or it doesn't have to be far-fetched. Okay, the sooner and quicker you can start using your divine gifts to your abilities, the sooner and quicker you can begin to live a fulfilling life. Purity says innocence, holiness, humility, and virtue. All right. Let's see. I just need one more card here before I start tapping into another deck. Generous, the generous queen, Ellen. It says, give with an open heart, offer without expectation. Unconditional love is out here. But trust that wherever you go, you will have your people. You will have people that will genuinely love and support you no matter what space and place you find yourself in. I don't want you to be fearful of stepping into the future. I don't want you to be fearful of stepping into the future because of your fear of letting go of the past. Trust that the past experiences can be just as potent as the future experiences. Don't limit yourself to the beauty and the luxury that life has to offer you. Especially because we can't limit those traumas. We can't limit the bad times. We can't control the bad times. So why not have an abundance of good energy, especially if the universe is opening up pathways and roads and doors and giving you secret maps and whatnot to find it. I'm talking about places and spaces that sacred places and spaces that not everybody can gain access to. Okay, that's the exact energy that you are looking for, where genuine energy can be exchanged without having to watch your back and watch the person cook your food and so on and so forth, where you can just be at peace. Okay, a village. I just picked up on this not too long ago on another platform, but something about a village is definitely of significance here. And growing as you grow. People move away, people transform, people pass away, and so on and so forth. Okay, throughout that time frame, you need to really ask yourself, are you evolving? Okay, are you limiting yourself in any way, shape, or form? Okay, take account of the goals that you have, of the things that you want to accomplish in your life. Are you holding yourself accountable for said time frame for the work that you are putting in? Because I feel like if you write those manifestations down, if you were to write those manifestations down, the things that you want, whether you have written them down, or you have a dream board, or you have a vision board, or you speak them out into existence, I can almost guarantee that there's a path that you can take that you're not tending to because you're not really in the driver's seat yet. You're still lollygagging. Somebody might be lollygagging. Let's see. Fear, but it's in reverse, which we love to see. But we have to read it anyway. It says, fear is a response to the unknown, reminding you to address the doubts deep within. By facing fear, you will discover your courage and potential, overcoming fear and embracing greater challenges. We have this here in reverse. This path is not one that you have to fear, my love. Okay, there's something about stepping into this with optimism, okay, and certainty, because when you get to where you are at, I need you to apply. Okay, I need you to soak up space. Don't I This is not a place or space where you want to be reluctant, or you don't want to be there, or whatever the case may be. The environments and rooms that you are stepping into is a space and place where you need to I don't want you to shrink, but I want you to grow. This is a space and place where you are supposed to grow. As I said, that love is literally on the bottom of the deck. Trust is right behind that. Abundance is right behind that. And I'm taking it off. And I'm taking it off the top. Faith right behind that. Courage right behind that. And they're all upright. The only one that's in reverse is fear. I'm going to read every single card. Every single one. Every single one. Joy, perplexity, loss, detachment, dilemma, doubt, Let's see, people. Let's start with love. It says, love is the most powerful force in the universe. When this card appears, it reminds you to accept yourself, love others, and believe that love can heal all. Whether it is self love or the relationships with others, love is a source of the connection with the universe. Trust. Trust is a firm belief in the universe or God, okay, and the choices you make. No matter how the road looks right now, trust will guide you and guide you to the right direction. When you trust yourself, the universe supports your journey, helping you to manifest your dreams. Abundance. Abundance. Abundance is the perception of all the resources in life, knowing that you have all the power and support you need. When abundance appears, it reminds you that the universe always responds to your needs in various ways. Faith is a powerful belief that keeps you unwavering in the face of challenges. Faith is not blind. It is a deep trust in yourself and the universe in God's power. When faith appears, it reminds you to stay true to your beliefs. Courage. Courage is the fearless power to face challenges, encouraging you to step out of your comfort zone and embrace the unknown. When this card appears, that the only it reminds you that only by taking the first brave step will you move toward broader horizons. Joy. Joy is the song of the soul, the perfect resonance with the universal energy. When you feel joy, it means you are grateful for every moment of life. Embrace every moment and feel the lightness and happiness within. The first card for a while that we have here in reverse is perplexity. Perplexity is the feeling of being unable to comprehend the current situation. Act like you know otherwise. Okay. Perplexity is the feeling of being unable to comprehend the current situation, leaving you feeling lost. It reminds you not to rush for answers, but to give yourself time and space to understand the answers will eventually reveal itself. Now, this being in reverse is telling me that you already have had more than enough time to get the answers that you need. Now it's really just about you having the courage to take the actions to do so. I feel like I said, if you were to write your manifestations down, I can guarantee that there is a path for you to take for you to really bring it into fruition. But because you aren't being real with yourself about truly separating from what you are already involved in, you're not taking it seriously. Doubt is here. um Doubt is the lack of trust in yourself or others' abilities, often stemming from fear or uncertainty. When doubt appears, it reminds you to return to your inner belief. Trust yourself, as you have the wisdom and strength to overcome the challenges before you. Detachment is in reverse. You don't Whatever you're holding on to and fearful of letting go of is going to rot. Okay, something this is like a flower. Okay, a flower could be of significance. Flowers could be of significance. Something that was once beautiful and had served purpose, is now rotting, and it's now taking away from the very effects that it initially was put there for. It says detachment is the liberation from emotional and I'm sorry. Detachment is the liberation from emotional or material dependence, allowing you to maintain independence and balance. Detachment is not about giving up, but releasing what no longer serves you, enabling you to view the world with clarity. And we have dilemma. Dilemma is a situation or difficult choice, leaving you feeling torn. When a dilemma arises, it reminds you to examine the issue from multiple perspectives and look for hidden opportunities which are all around you. I promise if you care to look. Okay, for multiple perspectives and look for hidden opportunities, you will always find a way out, even if it seems difficult at the moment. I feel like I'm missing a card. I feel like I'm missing one card. And it is inspiration. Inspiration is the enlightenment from within, allowing you to see the infinite possibilities of the world. When you are in a state of inspiration, the universe guides you toward what you truly desire. The universe guides you toward what you truly desire. Okay, let's see what we have here. Wow, that was pretty quick. Okay, this deck is booming with messages. Contentment. Contentment is the key to long term success. Are you hesitating to make a decision? Commit fully to a path and you'll see the results of your dedication. I'm sorry, commitment. Commitment. Jesus Christ. Commitment. Let me read it again. Jesus Christ. Commitment is the key to long term success. Are you hesitating to make a decision? Commit fully to a path and you'll see the results to your dedication. My bad. My bad. Hope. Hope is like a light in the darkness. Have you been feeling discouraged? Remember that difficult times are temporary. Hold on to hope and it will lead you toward brighter days. Embrace. Embrace the changes happening around you. Have recent changes made you uneasy? Accept them, adjust, and discover the opportunities that come with transformation. Okay. Loneliness. It says loneliness. I know that I am never alone. This is here in reverse. Some of you guys could be feeling alone or something of that nature. It says, I know that I am never alone. Okay, some of you already know. You're never alone. Always. The Almighty Most High Divine God is always on call. Always, all the time, 24 hours, 7 days a week, 365 days a year. You are never by yourself. Never alone, always protected and guided. If you feel alone, please be sure to talk to the Almighty Most High Divine God. Okay. Blame is here, upright. I accept responsibility for my well being. This is your ability to take accountability. Okay. Take accountability for your life at this time. Ask yourself, are you living the life? Are you living a significant life? Do you feel that you are content, okay, with the life that you are currently living? If you are content with the life that you are living, is there any way that you can enhance, or is there any way that you can live a more profound or significant life? Is there any way that you can, if you feel guided, share this energy amongst others in some way, shape, or form? Teach, help, charitable work, whatever the case might be, to even add more kudo points on the ones that you are already having, considering that you are living a luxurious life. Because if you live in contentment and happiness, kudos to you. But if you are not, are you holding yourself accountable for the actions that you have not taken? Are you dedicating time, effort, and energy toward the things that you actually want to accomplish in your life? Are you doing anything about that? Are you giving yourself grace for the actions, for the decisions, or the opportunities that you did not take? Okay, so much so that when the new ones arise, that you can take action on them, or are you still beating yourself up for the past ones and then preventing yourself from being able to take action on future ones as well? Where are we? Like, let's self-assess honestly. Wherever you are, it's perfectly fine. But to ground is the very first step. Let's give ourselves a pat on the back for first being able to ground and assess the reality of it. Because not many people have the courage to do it, to look themselves in the mirror. Not many people have the courage to do it. Health is here. It's in reverse. Doubt is also here in reverse. Okay. I release the need to know all of the answers. Well, how far has that gotten you? That's why we have, this is like someone not wanting to go to school or not wanting to level up to the next grade because they don't have all of the answers, because they don't know what's going to, that is literally a part of life. That is how you learn, is to first understand that you do not know, is to first come to terms with the fact that you do not know something, is the way that you can learn. How can you fill a cup that's already full? Be okay with not having a full cup. Okay. Be okay with learning what you want in your cup and what you no longer want. All right. Let's see. Something about not knowing everything, coming to terms with an understanding that you don't know everything is going to give you the ability to learn something, to learn you something. I don't know everything, so with that being said, I'm in a position to learn something new. The magician is out here. Do something you've never done before. Put yourself in a space and place that you've never been before. The Ace of Pentacles is out here, and the Death card is out here. The Ace of Swords is out here. The Eight of Pentacles. Okay, it's all aligning. The Magician is talking about exactly what we're talking about, is dedicating the necessary time, effort, and energy into bringing the manifestations that you want into fruition. But it's not just about money. It's about the transforming that you have to go through in order for you to even align with this abundance. There's something about not just dropping a bag on you, and because even if you were to, even if that's probably happened to you before, where they have given you the money and you don't know the first thing that you need to do with the money, so you probably blew it, which happens to a lot of us at younger ages. But as you grow older, there is evolving that's supposed to happen. Dreams come into play. Okay, direct paths. What paths are you taking for these dreams to come into fruition? Have you grounded yourself in any way, shape, or form? Is there a legit plan? Now is the plan for you to really walk the path. And it seems like it's already mapped out for you. All you have to do is walk it. You have to be willing to shed the old skin in order for you to step into something new and to step in something true. Okay. And you already know this. I'm not telling, this is confirmation for a lot of you guys. This is something that you already know, and yet you still hesitate to dedicate the time, effort, and energy. This woman, she is surrounded by things that she has to get done. Okay. All this procrastination. What are you putting over your manifestations? What are you putting over them? What is more important? What's more important? Like, what is more important than you dedicating the time, effort, and energy into living a more significant life? Okay. You only get one life. I would hope that whatever you are doing, you know, is adding or contributing to that rather than taking it away. If you are dedicating time, effort, and energy into something that is taking away from the significance of your life in a real way, then maybe you might want to just try something different. This is like kind of living with no regrets. I wish I would have just, no, do it now, now. The Ten of Wands is out here. Whatever you're holding on to, you don't even want to hold on to it no more. And this is what always, this is always the funniest part to me, is your inability to let go of something that you don't even want to hold on to anymore. You don't want to hold on to it, and yet you still, uh, I don't know, for dear life, it's like hot lava. It's burning, it's hot. Let it go. Open your hands. I can't. Open your hands. All you have to do is let it go and release it. And your inability to do that because of fear, anxiety. The Hermit is out here. The Queen of Pentacles is out here. The aftermath of what's to be dealt with after holding on to something for so long. Okay, it seemed easier to deal with that than to deal with the aftermath of, what might come. I'm picking up on someone knowing that they have to, drop a bad habit, but they don't drop the bad habit. They continue it because they don't really want to think about the aftermath of what they have to deal with for doing it for so long. So they decide to continue to do it knowing that it really doesn't serve them at all. Not even in a, in no way. Like it's not serving in any way. Someone can't even bring their mind to like trick itself to enjoy it because they just don't. Okay, guys. Let's see. Is there anything else here, Spirit? The Ace of Wands is here. The Moon. The Lovers. The Page of Swords and the Emperor. Someone is going to go on a journey and or path of course, self-love, through the dark, through their own personal darkness, through their own personal uncertainty of what the future might hold for them, letting go of what once served them but no longer, okay, and stepping into a period of uncertainty to figure out what does serve their future purpose in life. And that grief, will take them some time to get over. But overall, as they step into the new life and atmosphere, there will be new connections that will, you know, I guess you could say, put everything else at ease. I'm picking up like someone, like a first love, okay, like a grade school first love. I'm picking up like puppy love or kindergarteners or something like that. And these two, I don't know, they love each other and ring pop. I'm seeing like Norbit, seeing Norbit, something like that. And then someone having to grow up, and as they grow older, they have many more, loves after that. There's something about continuing to grow and evolve because that's really just a part of life. When you're a kid, you think that person that you're loving is probably going to be your lover forever. And then as you grow older, of course, there are far more significant relationships that you get into that are far more profound because you know yourself better. You've grown better, you're more mature, and so on and so forth. And there's something about just allowing that whole process to happen naturally and not fighting it or not, making it harder than what it has to be. You know, and the Three of Cups is out here, Judgment and the Two of Wands and the Devil, allowing karmic energy. This is like holding on to dead flowers, you know. Unfortunately, it serves no purpose, you know, and it's not even aesthetically pleasing to someone. This isn't even a person that really appreciates a dead flower because you do have those people that love the imagery, but this person doesn't even appreciate dead flowers. They don't even like it, but yet they still hold on to it. So yes. I love you guys so much. If you need to book me, the link is in my bio down below of this video, in the description of this video, as well as in my bio. Okay. I love you, love you, love you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you for sticking around. If you have um made it this far in the video, can you guys put some doves? Can you put some doves down below or a bird of your choice? I prefer a dove, but whatever bird you prefer, just put it down below, indicating taking flight to new beginnings. New beginnings. All right. New beginnings are on the horizon. Are on the horizon. Follow the signs. All right, guys. Love you lots.